Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Smith. I am a grad student at FIU in the School of Music and will be pursuing my master's degree in music education this spring. Today, I'd like to talk about a topic that came across my mind today on the kind of music that students listen to. I have one question that comes to mind, which is could the kind of music that students listen to affect the way they behave? I'd like to conduct a further study on the psychology behind a student's mind on what kind of music they listen to and how it affects the way they act, how the way they behave, or how the way they express themselves. I think it would be a great start to do a research on that and get some input from other students. Another thing I'd probably consider would be maybe trying to do personal interviews with each student and try to see where they're going with it and see which way and see where their minds are. I'd like to collect as much data as possible and try to link it to different readings I find or come across and see how it all comes together, almost like putting together a puzzle. I think today we need to study on the kind of music that students listen to because it really is a part of them on how the way they behave, how the way they speak, how the way they really adapt to today's society. And one of the things I like to do, like I mentioned earlier, is just talk with them and interview them and get their opinion because opinions count and I can understand where I could go with that with my research. So that's one of the things I'd like to find in this research on how the kind of music that students listen to could affect their behavior. And I think it'll be an interesting way to really study and see what kind of preference and what kind of music that really motivates them and what really makes them into a particular person. So I find this very fascinating and I'd like to get started and learn more about it. Thank you everyone and take care.